Hello, welcome to Beer and Philosophy. It strikes me that my beer is not always in the frame, but it is over here. Um, so I guess I need to take a sip every video, otherwise you don't know that it's just philosophy, and heaven forbid we wouldn't want that. The you know Alcohol is an integral part. So it strikes me that maybe I should say something about my qualifications to speak on philosophy. And, well, part of me wants to say my qualification is being a sapient being, human in this case. I kind of think that's all it takes, and is to be aware, be self aware, perhaps, and be striving to understand the universe and our or my place in it. That's the only qualification one needs, to my mind, to be a philosopher. I suppose to do it well, there might be other requirements, um, and perhaps we can get into those in future, things like critical thinking and understanding of cognitive biases and fallacies. These things are helpful. So, in university, both while I was studying uh, astrophysics initially, and also when I was doing my undergrad in social work, I took a few philosophy courses in the strict academic sense, and I found this quite interesting. In fact, when I was leaving astrophysics and asking myself, what should I do? I actually considered philosophy. At that time, I took 3 classes in different subjects. I took film studies class, I took a semiotics class, and I took a philosophy class. And of those 3, I was like, oh, well, the one that really interests me is philosophy. And I thought to myself, now, what do you do with a degree in philosophy? Where do you work? And I thought, well, probably I think you work at McDonald's. I think that's where you work if you have a degree in philosophy. I don't know if that's true. No offense to any, philosophy majors out there. It's just that was my thinking at the time. I didn't believe there would be a lot of positions out there for a philosopher, strictly. I understand. I forget that there's a country somewhere where they've got like a state philosopher. It's really interesting. I believe it's one of the Nordic countries, if memory serves, which frequently it doesn't. To be honest. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. But I didn't imagine myself getting a role as a state philosopher, and so that was part of what led me away from that. And I ended up settling on social work, which I'm super glad I did. I really enjoy all of the work I do currently, and it's awesome, so that's great. I love helping people, so that works out well. My chosen field at the moment. Anyway, so then also during undergrad, I took a couple of courses in philosophy there as well. There was one of critique of society, and what was the other one? I'm forgetting the exact title. Anyway, the point is I took a couple of strict academic philosophy courses, so 3 in total. And, that's it. So I don't have a degree in philosophy. I don't have a, post graduate study of philosophy. It's more of just an amateur interest in the field, and a belief that philosophy ought to be accessible to all of us, and that one doesn't strictly need to be a quote-unquote philosopher to be a philosopher, that one can be interested in wisdom regardless of one's academic experience or profession. So I would also say that, to my mind, the other courses that I've taken and the other interests that I maintain are also philosophy. So things like physics, things like psychology and sociology and politics and social work, the understanding of how society operates on a micro and macro level, that these are all philosophical ways of thinking. I enjoy writing, and writing is another sort of philosophical endeavor to my mind. It's an attempt to communicate something, whether that's to another person or to myself. So anyway, in summary, I do not have a formal degree in philosophy, just so we're clear, being forthright about that. And I have great interest in it, and I'm interested in learning. And perhaps that is, in the final analysis, the greatest qualification one needs to be a philosopher is curiosity and interest and willingness to learn.